believe that football brings us together. I believe in the power that peace can bring. Now we must all work together to bring about football for peace. Let us unite. Football for peace.
Oh, so you know, cause we're different, it don't mean we can't unite. For the game, do it right. Whether you win or lose, no matter your type or your kind, we can make it a better place. So play the game, share the love, let them know say we get what we want.
Unity, love and peace on the field. One ball, one love, one goal. Even if the team different, but the aim in the game that is same. Let peace play a role.
Make we race with glass centers for the gift of life. Connect to the power, bring peace alive. The only race, not the human race. Running to the finish is a victory. Anytime we align. Go!
One game.
Listen to the song. We are making history. You can sing along. Don't fight, go with the noise, yeah. This moment is all we are. We will give it all. Everybody say,
follow me, listen to the song. We're making history. You can sing along. Don't fight the feelings, go with the noise. This moment is all we have. We will give it all.
No matter your position,
Let's all play one formation.
global citizens, one people, one nation.
The goal is peace. We are all goalkeepers. Defend the fight we bring. The globe needs us.
We only get one shot, take up for the team. Peace is the trophy, we going for the win.
So ready, make you sign up. Set for the lineup.
From where the ref blow the first whistle till it's time up.
One game. If you check them, you go see, say, we are better together.
Everybody, let's go.
Better together.
one game, one people,
One goal. Let's all unite.
one game, one people.
If you check them, you go see, say, we are better together.
All right, welcome to another edition of the your favorite sports show, the Salone Sports Show, inside the Max Tribune form. Today we go talk a lot of things inside the show. Definitely, I get some internet issues, but we will manage and see how we go. We get Desmond Paine as usual. Welcome to the show, Desmond.
Yes, good evening, viewers. Good evening, Maggie.
And also we get Michael Jones, a football player where he play football in the US, and they play for one of the clubs there. He really busy today, but he joined me as a get for talk about in football career. Welcome to the show, Michael.
Yeah, hello, welcome. Thank you.
All right, and we also hopefully forget Stylish Abdul Karim Stylish Kamara, where they host the Lunsar Cycling Tour, winner international tour for cyclists them. And cyclists from all around the world get for camp for can take part for that tour day. And this now the second or third edition you get for host. We will get some way it will tell me more but the event itself. But straight off, we start with the issue between FC Cologne and Diamond Stars. Desmond, over a few days ago, we see the Premier League board we take a decision where they say they don't put 3 point now Diamond Stars they earn and under to FC Cologne because they're feeling illegal players. But we see Diamond Stars don't appeal the decision. What do you think about that?
Well, it is something very, very unreal in modern football these days. Um, this actually they show the lab system where we get in with football in administration of a country because we're in the 21st century where documentation of players is like you're building a house. That's where the functions. So if we can get things in their rights, then what else would they able forget right around with Premier League as well? So a lot of challenges that as I can always say is not that we house is divided, but we not just get the people that we will build the structures them around with sport for that we get things and right. And this a major slap for the lapses then where we get in with sports. Sometimes people not want to accept the hard fact as we they say but it is a fact. We don't need to shy away from it. For example, FIFA spends money in providing with football association all these opportunities, whether we create a portal for putting with players, then data they will be properly registered and verified by any club easily for access. But if all these things are not being done and there are no proper checks and balance, the clubs are not engaged properly, they are not educated around players transfer from one club to another, when and how it should happen, then we always find ourselves in this mess here. So from some quarters, then we are listening to as the conversation they go on, where we follow around.
Now the ice batter, it looks so funny. Right.
Some quarters and we are listening to where we follow the conversation. Everybody they say there was a specific team we get for call FC Cologne say we not for go petition this player because this X, Y, and Z is not correct. So it just makes me ask myself, are we serious in and harvesting what football is about in the globe? Are we really looking at it as a business perspective or an employment means for young people who go make better doors them open our country? But you know, sometimes it's hard to take a bite on things like this. But what can you do? You just keep hanging there and keep trying to educate people more and more because it's sad. While nations are progressing, we are busy fighting around petty things for settle them.
Yeah, talking about the clubs that were involved and call club like Slifa, then call Standard FC, stationary or Standard. Now one of the clubs that we don't say now the division level and always issues working surround players the name can call with regards player where they loan and go pull ayaka and go yanda and now Diamond Stars are happy because then say that we don't pay for the players them, they pay for the players them to them parent club and this player them also this particular club they claim say they're still there on loan to them and what do you think about we league board system itself in terms of prioritizing transfers as we still understand say transfer window we don't close but up till now clubs can still they pay for players.
But Maggie, like I say, this boils down to the foundation where we FA they put in place. The blame goes to them. They are the parent body. If they are not able to educate these people, regulate them properly, equip them properly with what they're supposed for know and not for know around the sports, then these things that we still they get them going on. For one, we don't get any proper registered system where you go check the existence of clubs in Nasalo. So today you go yegi teaspoon FC Komoti and me get this player. Then tomorrow yegi plate FC say na me get this player. Then you ask them say the player be don't sign contract with me. Whose contract is signed? Was this player being paid? No, na stipend in the gear. But at the end of the day, when another club come out for him, yegi people begin fed around say yeah, then player, not then this, not then that. So it is challenging, but I think I do believe it's not good. We don't move past the stage where we find ourselves. The board getting on problem, but it comes from the parents institution. We not them for educate the people.
All right. We go continue for look into the Premier League as we see matches them play around the country today. The big money spenders are people actually they call it the PSG of Salone. We see Port Authority, the Waterfront boys beat them 1-0 inside them. Their home ground in Abo, and also other result them around the country go come up later. Plus few information about Salone players or they play abroad, and all you go reach you. Now we come to Michael Jones. Michael, once more, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Um, yeah, I know say you there on pitch training with young boys them as well. But first of all, tell me who that now Michael Jones.
So I be born in Salone, but I be there inside one orphanage in Salone, what do they call the rainy season. And I been there for 3 years now. They adopt me and my other brother. Then now we kind of America, yeah, so 2013. And I begin for play for one club. And I played for them for 4 years. Then after that, then I go play for one university, what they call Cheveka Nazarene, now Division 2 college down there. So I played for them for 5 years. But now they play for one semi-professional team now. So
All right. I think what we fans, we listeners of viewers, then go want to know which team you dey play for in America and which level you dey play, and also how football don't look like for you since you go America.
well, football now one thing down the way don't change from the 10 where I be in a Salone and the 10 where I kind of so because I be in a Salone and I be they play their competitive league that day. So now one thing that the way I be adjust with what kind of so and football don't change really. And right now they play for one semi-professional team. What do they call? Beeman United FC. So now one semi-professional team where just start this year, yeah, so and we look like say we get for able for do good thing there with this team, yeah. So
All right. Before that, you be dey play for Trojan, one of the
yes,
clubs where you been there, and also the clubs that through the university system na the US. So what's
yes.
in you statistics with that club? How you playing time will look like and your position.
Yes, I mean they start for all the game then will be the play and right now Seth me now the number fifth player now the team record for goals then at the team. So I be get good season this past year, yeah. So now I mean I be the number one this year for goal scoring now with team. So I feel for that be help the team and I be the start for them wing. Now wing now they be the play.
So as a winger, you be the top scorer for the team this season before you move to Beeman FC. So how many goals you score?
I score 6 goals and 3 assists.
Okay. So talking about football, the football system in the US is different from that of Europe. So you were able to make we viewers they understand the system like we know say the MLS now the top league coming to the other leagues, then we get some private leagues. So which of the leagues them you they play?
So I dey play for the third league na Salone na America, yeah. So we get the MLS and then we get the USS Championship and then we get this other one where they call USL one. So I dey play for the USL two right now.
All right. Continue for stay with me, Michael. Welcome to Desmond. Desmond, Michael, young players. You always only follow the young players them for see how they progress. First of all, you get any idea about this player who they talk to today?
Well, Michael, I can remember this face very well. With this around Kingdom, and for me, now it's surprised for I even know say yes, it in the state now after a very long time. So anyway, it's good for Siam again, and I'm happy for the progress where it all make. So it's all good, and a very good cause it out here under for. So even if we don't come, we don't think out to the make we could put we radar them on them, try for check on them because away from home they need people like we for the talk to them, check to them, make we know the thing they do, and also guide them, make them not just lose focus when it's not supposed to happen. But it's great anyway for let we don't begin act them players here so out, bring and come to the spotlight, and we hope say go progress in waiting it to do and then he could make the limelight way nine dream for tomorrow.
Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Mr. Desmond.
Yeah.
So talking about the players themselves where they play abroad, Desmond. Like you look at the age level now and the kind of players we'll get compared to Trade, you think say the future is bright because if you look at the side content, you look at the Michael, you look at Peter also, they're doing masters and they want for continue with in football career. We still get the Bundu them around, the Buya and all. Looking at the future for Salone in terms of we system. Few days ago, I talked to somebody say it good that we players in the transfer go play abroad, but some clubs the whole players that they sign for, um, the performance of them clubs that they reflect our national team. The other day we see Kwame don't move from Iceland, who side they play, it don't go Iran. Other few players then they will transfer. We got two players will come up from Sierra FC now. Bellamy boys them, now you boys them. Umaro and Santigi, they don't move to Cambodia again. They go there initially from the academy and they don't go back. But looking at the system now, the clubs where they play for and all around the world, like get youth players and from Sierra Leone and also players that were within the early 20s. You think so the future bright?
Well, Maggie, to be candid, we get a brighter future, but it's questionable because you dey look at wetin dey happen around tracking these players within with footballing structure we now the Sierra Leone Football Association. Because if we get a portal where we able to track the clubs and when them players should they and then we dey follow their development, see how then they grow, then we can able to understand say yes, them going to them clubs and they therefore add a lot of good impact in we development of we game now we country. For instance, let's take an example to the Gambia. For 57 years, they've never played any international tournament. And this is the very first year they go to African Cup of Nations. And all of the Gambian players, then they play, some they play in Division 2, Division 1. They are all playing abroad with local clubs. And we, they even know the statistics on no side and come out. But when they get a very good manager, a robust manager, and a robust structure puts them together, look at them performance. Look at the latest FIFA ranking quite recently. So it tells you, see, it is not the club where the person they go determine the result at the end of the day. Within determine the result is the structures that we build around when a player come in. We usher them that determine the result and we will get. Like some of these younger boys now around Europe, around the world. The question that they ask themselves is Sierra Leone participating in the youthful tournament? Because if we are participating in the U17, U18, U23, U20, and then it tells you, say, we get a hub for bringing them boys here, so for like we see them, assess them, and then they will progress to the national side. But we're not doing that. We focus.
We get a a young team where they build up in Sierra Leone, they do very well when Sierra FC. Where two of you boys there from the Bellamy Academy also don't pass through for Cambodia. What do you think about the return to the Cambodia league this time? Then go to the second tier division.
Well, for me, I'm happy about the boys because not you we don't work on behind the scene. There was a lot of problem behind getting them there. We just want to appreciate with former colleagues and who we work with. We're based in England, including Johnny Mackinstein and Tom and few other coaches them around where we all work together. Some of them have then come together for put this initiative around and give back to them boys here so they career. Because some of them, if you look, they were left out, then we don't discourage in life, say there is no hope again in their career. So it was a thin line for them for make them succeed this go one at Cambodia. And also I would like to appreciate Mustafa Bundu and Suleiman Boko Samura and Said Conte as well, because all these guys behind the scene, they've been doing a very marvelous job for keeping two players here so abreast to within them they will reach side and reach to today. Because when I can't know about the scene, I try to investigate within the happen, I can't really understand, say yes, Mustafa Bundu is now the father of all of these boys you see. He's so concerned about the progress that they make, and not only the check on them, but it's also they put in money in for CCS, then go far as instead don't go. The same applies to Suleiman. The same applies to Suleiman and Said as well. So, these boys go in there as well. It's all boiled down to the performance when they be able given and did it before. And make we can always work on their attitude. Because if you go outside, you perform badly, then you don't get good attitude. At the end of the day, nobody will think about you. But their attitude and their performance give them a second bat for make them go back there. And I'm sure they're determined, they're very hungry. We just continue for advise them, talk to them behind the scene, make them put their mind in what they happen on the pitch. The rest will come for itself. But it's a
Yeah,
good
but
move and we are happy.
you get a lot of people where they be see the report about them making the move to Cambodia, be try for cry them down, not them particularly, but like why going to Cambodia? Sierra Leone League is better than Cambodia. So we get a long conversation on Facebook with few people where they talk about the Cambodia system. And a lot of the people where they talk not know about the Cambodia system. Notice that this country gets well about 3 national stadiums, they get well about 4 or 5 local mini stadiums that they can even use for playing international matches as well. And so a lot of people don't know about their leagues here, but then feel say Cambodia not the right place for Salone players and for go.
But Maggie, forget first about the stadiums and we didn't get. Let's talk about sustainability and growth. These people get them in the sport. Then get sustainability and growth. Then get system in place. Then get track record. Then get academies then. And then they invest in them. And they are more organized than us. So what do you want to tell we but say the clubs and when they go, people the way they ask them questions and they, for instance, Umaru way go so Umaru been there Ivory Coast for some time. So he was in the academy there playing. He came back to Salone, FC Johansson sign him. Let's say if he was getting the playing time, getting the kind salary we need. If he say he could go Cambodia, no, but the opportunity will come at Cambodia is there at the moment. And them going there and for good develop their career and develop themselves. And the attraction within a Cambodia, Salome not the getter. How many scouts are coming to Sierra Leone? How many scouts? How many agents? How many recognized football agents we get? With all we can say we get talent then. And we talk to Salome and say, we get the best talent in Africa. But where are they? Where are the scouts that are coming to pick them?
Yeah.
Are they in Italy?
All right.
So
Okay.
you see?
Yeah, we get somebody also will play great role in terms of this deal where now Ibrahim Konneh, the CEO for Sierra FC. All right, we will continue for move on with the show, continue for help we share the live and make it go find right so more people go aware about sport. The other day somebody they make up live I say when they talk sport. That's say well you need to follow the weekend show. That's right. And Michael, I come to you again. I know the Michael really busy, but today with we. So, Michael, going forward, now that you don't move to a new team, what thing are you plan for the season?
Well, this year I want them for do anything we're going to do for help the team. If that is not goals, or if not defend for making the team win the game, then anything I'm with the coach will allow do, or the try for doing and better my career. Because one thing where young footballers for doing, I'm going to listen to what the coach they tell you and do what he won't let you do. So I mean, I don't know how to focus for right now. They probably do my fitness because of stay fit and recognize for say I want go to play more. So now that no more I want to do for the team.
Okay. So as one of the young players the way they play inside America, you get any contact with your company players the way they as around there as well when as Sierra Leoneans them una can meet, una can get talks?
No, I not be nobody else. Now so when I tell now they come out while they talk to.
So
But then back now they try for talk with people and for see more way for connect with their player because I know for say like there Jonathan Williams and they play for one team within South Carolina and I try for get away for talk to him, but I not get no way for talk to any Salone player that where they are so.
all right. So going from Sierra Leone to America, what's not the difference of the league system, the football system itself? You be find it difficult for adapt or you just move on?
Well, it be difficult because so the kind way where they play, they like for move the ball faster, but Salone and Wabi the kind way where they play not the same way they play now. The playing style don't change because the way where the football team that they expect you for play, not the way down the way they play now Salone. But definitely football don't change and for now for good. So my football don't change really.
All right. Yeah. So what's in your expectation for this season?
Well, this season, just like what I said, more if the coach will allow score goals for him, that not get for do. If you allow defend, anything more what the football coach will allow do. But my target right now for goals, I want to score 7 goals and get some assists then.
All right, so you they come from the wing point of view, and you say you're not a winger, but also you like for score goal. Talking about if the coach will let you defend, is it that you can play right or left back as well?
Yes, I can play on the ball. You know, the modern day football now, even their winger they drop all the way back for make them help their outside back then. So if that is not the coach will allow do, or if you allow play outside back, I can play right back, small, but my main position are outside back and winger now I can play more. But you know for
All
say
right.
now they make their winger they defend more now. Because if you're able for defend, what the other team can, the other outside back they can up.
So as a player, what you don't achieve so far in the game?
Well, so 2018, I be win the Tennessean Player of the Year. So the best player in Tennessee, now the award down there will be win. And then we're gonna college me grade then. I be get the academic record for the highest GPA in my school. And then also like the football goal because inside the GMAC, I become sixth na the GMAC for goals scoring.
All right. So putting all these achievements together, as a young player, what thing really they motivate you? Because like playing away from home, playing away from your families, you deal with new setting now. What thing they motivate you?
Well, I get me brother at the back now, so whether they play fine football and we all could work with one word and we go now do we train together. And I get me from the back where they have salon where they suffer. So now that I can motivate me because I want to help my family any kind way we are able to do that if now football I get now through football or now through school so now make I the work out or two for make I go succeed for one of them. So by God you power anyone of more able for succeed I want to help my family. I make right now, if I do me masters in healthcare administration, I want to work in a hospital if football business never for go before.
All right, Michael, that's so touching. That's so touching. Thinking about your family and your peer, both things. Desmond, you don't listen to what Michael say. It make a point say it do well in both aspects, education and
Bro.
football, because in hope or your objective now for ensure say helping people and where feel say they go through poverty in Sierra Leone.
Maggie, this is what's unique about giving opportunities to people who get the talent. And if you check over time, the picking Salone, we don't America, kind of Europe, we get the access for go to school and play football. They're all chasing their masters. Why their mates that would have been in a salon are still struggling even for past was or think of going to university. So that tells you where the opportunities are and what is available, and then how they make use of her. So waiting Michael they do, it's something with me I'm not surprised at them because looking back at where you come from and you always think about you people then, that deserves as motivation for let you push more. And a happy way he say he don't try forget a balance. That if
Yeah.
football no work, he get a job where he go don't get in career on, we go work tomorrow. This is a pathway career. Football
Yes,
might
sir.
leave you tomorrow, but this one might never leave you. So it's good, and all I can say to Ran is continue doing it. Put you all in there. Don't go for the fancy things. Don't go for the big cars. Don't go yet chasing the girls
Yes,
because
sir.
that's also a bigger problem. The sooner you get a girl, just now the next thing you get picking, and you focus on become the woman and the picking. So let
Mm-hmm.
your focus on your career be your football and your education. That's how you're gonna make it at the end of the day.
All right, that's now Desmond. Continue for stay with we. We're going to introduce we other guests now the studio where now Abdul Karim Kamara Stylish. Welcome to the show, Abdul.
Welcome. Thank you, Magdalene, and thank you to all listeners and people who already follow this program. And thanks to the other guests as well for making themselves available. Sorry that I'm a little bit late because I drive all the way from Freetown for come catch up this program.
All
My
right,
name is Kamara, aka Stylish.
yeah, Stylish. Thank you very much for the effort where you make for joining we. Straight off, you they organize the Lunsar Cycling Tour. Is it the third or second edition? Let me correct that first.
Now the seventh edition, but
It's seven.
actually it's coming. Now the seventh edition we did Pam. But actually for the past 2 years, the tour don't they go internationally, don't they go virally.
So
We don't
this not the third international tour de Lunsar. All right.
exactly see.
So tell me
That
now
is
about
the
the
thought.
preparation. Tell about the preparation so far.
The preparation they on, we get so many international teams that we can, including teams them from USA and Europe, Holland as well. They join me this year. They will get teams them from Africa like the Gambian. They join me. And despite that, now for we make cycling a glamorous sport. Now we country for showcase we athletes that will get now the country. For example, the last year's tour able sell out cyclists then now the country into international cycling for the first time. They have signed a female cyclist now we country for the first time. When Fatima Deborah Conte it first get in professional contract based on the last year's tour. Okay. Now woman na the first professional cyclist where they can leave this country, where they go cycle professionally, just like when Manchester they buy you, or Barcelona they buy you for go ride or for play for them club. So now woman na first don't set that record from we. So it's a great thing with the tour. I believe say we don't they improve every year for attract people them across the world. Yeah, Deborah is there. That picture we show is Deborah.
Yeah.
Deborah, yes.
So talking about the boa going out, we also be see una get one link with one of the cyclists that we get a package from Australia for go do is it Rwanda for go to an academy cycling academy in Rwanda after this tour where it be also do well.
Of course, now the youngest cyclist now the country, and last year he performed so well. So we showcase in picture now the wall for be one of the best cyclists now the world. So we nominate him and he be fortunate for win and can second first. I mean sorry first. So then award them with $1,000. They with a free training scholarship for go Rwanda. They go train and come back. Winner Abu Sheikh Sisi. He was the youngest rider first introduced him that he win all the stages them in the first stage where he be able for come first. He be the first person for be wear the yellow jersey.
All right. So what's in the championship therefore look like this year?
He get for be an extraordinary because for the first time we announce say when you win this tour, the best winners them of this tour they travel outside of Sierra Leone for go showcase their talent in Ghana. Then they go for a 2 weeks training camp and race there as well. Then they get money package, then get free training package where it is supported by African World Airlines. So this are for the first time in cycling because now only football will they their opportunities there, but cycling self they take a different dimension because they see themselves they grow as a nationwide sport, as a worldwide sport for play everywhere and at the part of the world. So this year again will be different because different nationalities, not opportunity,
Okay. Would you
other
get
nationalities.
yeah, go ahead, stylish.
Yeah, for sure. So other nationalities then said they fought for that opportunity for say Uda go win the best time for this year's tour, both male, female, and junior riders. We go fly to Ghana, host them there for 2 weeks, do a training, then do another international race. Where if they win, go hand them a big package of 10,000 United States dollars.
Okay, 10,000 United States dollar up for the Tour de Lunsar this year. So if you're not a cyclist, if they watch this program now, go and register. We will come to that stylish, but let's come to Michael quick because Michael they do other things at the field and you want to concentrate. So Michael, we go get you some other time where you go deal with we for long now the program. So tell me now, we also see you they serve as a coach now. You they coach some young boys them. What's in this day about? You mic, please, Michael. You mic. we know they get you. Maybe you play with your phone in volume. Okay, but you they get we now? Now we know they get Michael at all. We they get issue with a microphone. Okay, Desmond, you also na possible you they follow all sport. What thing you think about this opportunity for cycling in the country?
Now, one of the best things that will ever happen within the region where they operate, when a Lunsar. One of the reasons why I say so, in terms of youth then we left out, it is one of the areas where youth then very, very vulnerable, that particular area there. If you go there, you see the life where youth then they exit, then they get themselves engaged into. That's something will blow your mind. So for CC cycling, don't build a hub in that particular area there, and don't try for change the mindset of youths them there. Now they even get their own shop, they only sell their own bicycles them. Yes, and then even get opportunity for train athletes them as well. For become not only for Salone, but for become better people in the international scene. So now the right step in the right direction. And thank you, my brother, for what you they do at that place there, Abdul. I don't follow Una for quite a very long time. I don't read on the stories there. It's amazing for see what I don't put out of nothing. And I don't put Lunsar in particular on the map. And today, for Lunsar and sake and what they do, it don't become a global hub now where international cyclists around the globe they run for Camden. Like this tour we wanna get this year. If you go through the internet, it's all over. Everybody's talking about it. Nobody's talking about Corona or whatever. Everybody's talking. How can we get to this tour? How can we go to a new ground for let we go see what's in the happen there? So it means a lot for Salone. And like as I say, thank you very much. We'll continue and let we continue for push in whatever little way we get for capacitate young people them now we country through sports.
All right. So I'm talking about people prioritizing the race now all around the world. What does this mean for Salone, Desmond? Promoting the country through cycling.
Maggie, this means we for begin change with concept of approach towards sport. This I can always say. How can we change our concept about it? Let's look at the economical values. Let's look at the human capacity development. Let's look at the crime rates and we go minimize in our society. Let's look at the job opportunity. And then when we look at all those things, we invest in the infrastructure. We invest in educating these people. We invest in creating room for them that where the sport left them and get something where they will fall back to. But if we not do all those things, all this glory way these people they fed for put together will not go last long. That legacy they not go see them. Mind you, we've been get somebody in a free town they call Abu Bigfoot. We've been there up Pike Street. We've been one of the best cyclists in a Salone. I don't know if Abdul Sabi that guy there.
Asabiam.
Very good. So just imagine in time we spend around cycle in a Salone. Today, where is he? Then when a cyclist and we get, when I able to see him as a role model, when I able to recognize them for see in history we don't make.
Of course, me can say I know nothing about them because I know they read about them.
Yeah. So you see, and this is also something you said for learn from. When I begin creating a database, when I go build my own history. And
check
that
on my
history
website.
No, I don't read everything, my brother. I don't.
It's very professional. You can read about it.
Good. Yeah, it's amazing. So also what we supposed to do, let we go out, reach to people we don't serve in the sport before we the Abu Dhabi Freetown, it still get a lot for contribute around now. It can able for educate now. It can able for motivate the other guys. This is what's happening in Europe. You get
but that's more the thing where they affect the cycling association. I'm not going for bringing into this. Now the deep divide. There are still people where things say with everything stylish they do so, ain't not a member of the cycling association.
Definitely.
Well, he's a member of Sierra Leone. He's a Sierra Leonean. It doesn't have to be.
I'm a Sierra Leonean.
Yeah, he's a Sierra Leonean. Who care about the association where you there to? When the people are coming, are they coming to cycle association?
And that's the happen, Desmond. That's the happen when it comes to the election. Up till now, the cycling association never hold the election. But there is this one person we don't keep the association going internationally, locally. But when it comes to election matters, then they try for keep this man out. They say the man not to member.
It's just really frustrating.
Does is there any clause which stop you for operating privately in a salon? No, there's no clause. Nobody will stop you. So if the association is not ready for you as the brain for younger people in a society, what do?
And that is
You
why
find
I
out
has an NGO.
Yes. So with your NGO, with what you are doing, who can take it from you? The community where Lunsar where you don't put na the map today. Who apart from the school where they did, waiting else don't put Lunsar na the map na salon. Now mining.
Cycle.
But go to the mining and iron ore. What do we have to show for it? But today for because of cycle and because of you, salon is when you type na Google, you go see 100 pages the way go appear about cyclists na salon. So it means you're doing a very good job. You don't need to belong to any association. All I can say is this is our country where we get the pulling down syndrome. People already like for pull young people, we get the knowledge, get the connection. All I can say to you, my brother, continue. Nobody needs to elect you as a president. You don't belong. You don't need to associate yourself to any association. As long as you're doing the right thing for the country and you people keep doing it, put your mind there. That's all I would say.
All right. So stylish. Let we can out to the registration proper. The competition they happen in April. Not so.
No, March. This March.
All right. So what's in now the process for registration is still open or another close registration?
Well, we did try for be professional, more especially with your local cycling clubs, because the main goal of organizing this tour now for me as a Sierra Leonean or we as a Sierra Leonean get something for show to the world. Because now Salone we see, we athletes them not only cycling get this problem, all sporting discipline they already aim for go compete outside of the country. You understand? Even if they say go Guinea, Salone find past Guinea. So we self need forget something where they attract people in for Konneh country. So with that, the registration will make them flexible for Sierra Leone and just 30,000. For international people, now $300.
Wow.
And they are still selling in for that. You see how the magic is? Then they pay $300, then pay for their flights, pay for their hotel accommodation for just get the experience. For Salone at 30,000. Now we get we country, then for pay for can see we. Then for pay for can experience we country. And then they benefit me, they benefit the government as well. Because it creates high revenue for the government. It help government workers and forget their salary. But this is the country we are today. Even if they do something, they have to put it into politics, but they don't know the economic value of what they do. It is show because looking at Rwanda today, Rwanda is hosting the 2025 World Championship, and today with cycling tour, he able market to the country. Look, you see now the Arsenal jersey, they say visit to Rwanda. We say get that potential just with cycling, and they all happen. That one they all happen. Now today Rwanda is the best touristic country in the world. Now 2 ministries they involved. Like the Ministry of Tourism still did that when you talk about Tour de Lunsar. What is this? But it's a tourism spot.
So you don't get any meeting with the Ministry of Tourism for involved
Of course,
what's the reaction?
For the first time, I meet the Madam Minister yesterday and talk with him for the first time. He able give me ears. And like I say, hey, this can promote your ministry. For now, I want money, but I don't want money from you. I just want you to attend the tour. Because the funniest thing, Magdalene and Mr. Desmond, people in way they outside of Salone, they run for support me, for put their money into the tour. But the government, no one puts their money. But they want for come collect and watch. They want for come say, hey, now we do this. I experienced it last year. We get over 70,000 spectators.
Yeah.
But the minister want talk, everybody want talk when I government rep. So I'm just frustrated why they never take this as an investment where they create a high economic value to the country. Despite the athlete. Just from last year's tour, we able market with athletes, we able make a club collect and we athlete can buy them, then they pay them over 80,000 euros per year. Could you imagine that?
That's Deborah.
Deborah Fatima, yeah.
A female cyclist.
a female cyclist. She's the first Sierra Leonean to have that opportunity. Check. I will send you a link where you go publish in a website. If you want for interview, you can interview them. Now this will they do. Of course, I am blessed. Desmond is blessed. You are blessed. You have a job, but we need for create opportunities for others. We need for sell out with countries. With man, them we don't left give we responsibility. Then left we say, "Lord, we gain independent." So now we job now for market we serve. Now we job for encourage we serve for sell out with economic value of what we get. Not to always with the aim for go race outside or for go play football outside. England self for run for can play friendly in a salon. Okay? Therefore run for can explore we country. It create a high economic value. It shows say your country safe. So the registration for athletes and a salon is flexible. It's 30,000, of which the opportunity to then get is very great. This year's tour for the first time, the winners will be flying outside of this country. We took them Ghana for training and racing there.
All right.
Okay.
So okay, go ahead.
Despite the cash money packages they will receive. Last year, Lunsar win everything. Lunsar, just the
Yeah,
village.
because we know our roots.
Oh yeah, because it is a hard. They train hard. They train hard. They have the most expensive bicycle. Cycling are the most expensive sport. Football now 1 game ball, 22 man they play. For we 22 ride bicycle with 3 way they are for ride 22 bicycle. And the 1 game bike they cost over $5,000 or 5,000 euros. For Lunsar alone, I spent 1,000 euros in each one bike from the bikes that USA use on 2018 championship. I buy them at their hand.
Wow.
You understand? So Lunsar get the most expensive. So they win everything. The Freeton guys, because first all the sports there, Freeton, hey, who that they win? Now Freeton. But now you talk about Lunsar. This year I want for see Konneh, Konneh, Bo, Freeton. Everywhere I want to see like they say every day on the podium. So then I create a special program where they send people in and then provincial teams say I forgot to train them. I want to see them at the podium, not only Lunsar. Lunsar has already known around the world and they are being supported by different people we don't even know them.
All right.
So possible there.
Let us go through some messages. This one say, Maggie, following the show, but I want to tell Desmond thanks because he's always on sports. I like his analysis. This now from Mahmoud, where he said he did Algeria, a Sierra Leonean. Thank you, Mahmoud. And this one they say, wow, I never knew a sport like cycling will be this discipline and decent. Thanks to the young man, and we hope this is how Sierra Leone should be rebranded to the international world instead of always talking politics. I like this sports program from Alusai. It say it is Sierra Leone. This other one, they say, how will we get the opportunity to watch the tour live? Where is the route starting from? Okay, we go talk to Stylish about that, Ibrahim. And this one, they say, Michael is a very decent player. I like him. I hope he will come back to the show to talk more about his football career. He's a very promising young man from Mr. Cole, where they text me all the way from Juba. Another one, they say, I'm really enjoying the show. Keep it up, guys. You are doing fantastic job to talk sport. It's really important for us to know about our athletes and officials always. Please, I want to know the results between Bo Rangers and that of Port Authority. Okay, them beat Bo Rangers. Yaya Ismail Cargo then beat Bo Rangers 1-0. So Desmond, before I come for let's answer the question about how people go watch the tour. Tell me now, what do you think about the economical value where Stylish just explained so? This we discussed 2 weeks ago. Now this show about how we sporting discipline them, including football, can brand themselves through economical value for improve themselves efforts before even talking about the country.
Maggie, get with brother Abdul. Let me look at with geographical area. Sometimes when I can talk, people can say, "Usa the pull the history, but Salone sports them." I don't participate in cycling. Now, McKinney. I don't cycle from McKinney to Tonkolili. Yes, then I am Magoka, and I don't cycle from McKinney today. Go and come.
Wow.
We use
Wow.
the old road way. Now they motocar them in the past during the colonial era. Waiting you the
Yeah.
see, waiting you the see, they give you the same value of what you see in Europe.
Yeah.
But the problem is na Salone, the common things and we make value. Now we not put value on. The bigger things and we don't make any sense, then we put value on. That Lunsar area, the things and where they follow theoretically people see even bigger than also what you see at the beach. Then where we just talk say, oh, you see the beach, you see the blue ocean. We get the wildlife safari around that area there, where you could see the natural beauty of people then in that area, the holy lands and flat scale, so much for see. But as a country, we still not able to identify it, which we want apart from politics, diamond, and resources. Where the bluff say we get. We get the human capacity. We able harvest that economic value. But are we investing in them? Like waiting it is say when you organize shows like this, that's the time political people want for coming can use it as a means of
Everybody
campaigning
want to make
or
speech.
making a big statement. But me
Yeah.
can always tell people say sport not get political platform for anybody for can sell the political idea. Waiting we get a platform for can educate people there. That's why I say my brother Abdul need for go back to the drawing board. The values and what we get in sport. People like Abu Bigfoot, now then are the value. These are the guys who for calm when the door they open, can't talk but themselves. Talk whose part they don't represent Salone at the world. Waiting at the value when they don't get. And then that picking waiting at Tonko Lily or wouldn't na Lunsar go understand say wow. So before me, somebody has been there. So how can I beat this person? But to be candid with you, the values, the economic value within in sport, Maggie, there is nothing in Sierra Leone where we do we will quantify and with. But we lack the people them right from we university. We don't get there is no study where you can tell me apart from physical health education. When then we know for sport, Salone.
Yeah.
What about the
And there should be
managerial
a sport
areas?
management. Yeah.
Yes, what about the sport management? What about the economical areas? You need for cheat people how for spend money, how for create money. For example, at the we on a program where we set, we don't ask all the people who want for participate to tweet, forget a logo. They ask say, why we forget a logo? I say, okay, well, when you get a logo, you forget a bank account. Why we forget a bank account? I say, when you forget the bank account, you forget a club profile statement. I say, why? I say, okay, wait. When you don't get all these things, then you will begin understand, say, you're on the right path for you achieve greatness.
And then forget Facebook page as well. It's easier than running a website.
But
Better.
a lot of them they ask you these
Definitely
questions.
so.
So the problem is the education. Is when we talk about education, people visit and for go Cambridge, go for a big college, I get LLB. No, it's just not it. It's what makes the value around sports. But keep it up, my brother. Me, I'm from that area. A lot of things that really happen there in sport, I don't see them. And one thing I'm happy about waiting to happen at Lunsar, it don't create opportunity for we young girls them. They no longer want tie them picking at them back, but then one day on top of the bicycle, tell others and say, yes, we can do it better than you guys.
Yeah. Maybe the
Where is the
next
home?
the next
Yeah,
yeah, stylish.
Lunsana the home where a parent they buy for him picking bicycle 10 million euros
Yes.
Wow.
just for make a race. I want to see my son or daughter racing in the Tour de Lunsar.
Yeah, because somebody wants for be the next Deborah
I
we will receive probably
I
a
started giving
120.
bicycle free.
Yeah.
People let me visit a race. I no get sense. I they give free. Go school to school, give them free. Today, like, you know, I'm
People
really
they buy.
impressed.
Yeah.
People they
So
buy, they didn't, you know.
we go come to you back. Probably parent they want for see the next Deborah we go receive 120,000 euro a year. It's a huge one for Deborah. I know how those girls start their career when we all be the Freetown, Deborah, the Ice Hatter. Lots of them. Some girls then come then go back, they can't keep up. but these guys don't continue them very much consistent. That they wake early morning and they train with the boys them. That's enough. That they train with the boys them. By then you not get better girls the way they ride. But today you can boast of up to 10 girls now in cycling in the entire country. So we go continue with the show, but quick while shout out with viewers them. Sierra FC, shout out to big things done. Also a club where they do very well. Queen Awa from Sydney, thanks for following the show and hope for interview one day. Aruna Pepe blog, also a very good blog herself where they do your thing all the way from Canada. And a shout out to Scott. Scott said the award where we give, he said the results no look good because in player we vote for no win when a kobo done our Wellington. Isaac Scott not clean, transparent results, the Cambodian Guzman clinched the awards. Let we just go to that news there and then we will come back to guess them. Well, the Max Tribune Player of the Month, we don't announce the winner. Where happened for B the man from Cambo Eagles where na Bokari Lamin he be get for win this particular award where na him be the Sierra Leone Premier League Player of the Month. Remember this player they be done the troll am already as he be done win 2 Man of the Match awards with shake and just handshake. So it happened for win because the fans them think say in the best player for February and he go receive an award next Saturday when Cambo Eagles go play at home and we will get a package of 500,000 leons with the award plaque where we create under we own small thing where we self they do for promote the game. I know say somebody be bashed the last time. You say why would they give that guy small money? Well, it's just coming from us, and if you have a sponsor that you can contact we the Max Tribune team and we can improve on that. So for now that we get and we appreciate waiting with the give the players them so far, and the players them also appreciate that. So I want to say congratulations to Bokari and the rest of the other guys. We know we keep on playing hard. We know say the next rounds of matches they don't start today. And quick one, I will go through the results. Bo Rangers lost by 1-0 against Port Authority inside Bo, and Diamond Stars and Anti-Drugs end in 0-0. FC Johansen beat Freetown City Council 1-0 that McKinney will soon feel. Tomorrow will be Super Sunday where the big guys FC Salone go host Eastern Lions na McKinney Usum Field. I think say that they get for be the match of the weekend. So if you're not Salone Premier League fan, football fan, make your way to McKinney and witness the clash of the Titans. But before this time, the rivalry have been between Eastern Lions and Blackpool, but that done they wave out a bit. Now we see the attention don't turn to FC Salone and Eastern Lions Desmond Paine.
Yeah, well, it's football, huh? That's what money can do. When you bring people that will get the money around the sport and then they're able to manage their resources and their knowledge together. Now that make it get the competition. Now we make it on turn between Lions, FC Salone, Bo Rangers, and the other one that really try for join them as well. But one thing we're happy about in them matches to regions, they also get for boost the economic of the woman the way they sell water, sell ice, sell food. So that's a good part as well for them. But I think tomorrow in a mouth-watering encounter, because nerves are now boiling as Bo Rangers don't lost today. So it's either Lions or Bo or FC Salone. Yeah, for some side of the coin, people don't begin already can knock the doors of FC Salone, say you guys need to go out there and just walk over Lions for we because we don't want to see the Lion them anymore. But mind you, the Lions have always been there and they are the symbol of Sierra Leone as well. So let's just hope tomorrow will be a better day and then the good team in the 90 minutes can clinch the day and then we can talk the rest after the match.
Yep, and we see also one of the teams that were on the on top of situation so far, the mighty Blackpool. They don't get like 95% record in the Premier League so far since the resumption, with so far so good 3 victory, 1 draw. On Friday, they get a win against Slipher. They win by 2-1. What do you think about the Blackpool squad so far? With the coming in of Rodney Michael, it seems a lot of difference going around.
Yeah. I think they don't get them organization around the club going very well. And also, I think technically they don't put the house in order as well. And looking at the blend of players and when they get, now players and we get character where you might not see where you don't know them, but then can give them when the time when you ask them the question for see what in then getting themselves. So it's good for them and they don't try their level best. All I hope is that continuity. Because the problem is not about winning one or two matches and then you fall five, six, seven again. How would you get up again? So it's how you build on that consistency there and make sure say yes, you take every step one after the other and see. But I do believe they are on the right and driving seat. The boys not will be easily carried by result they don't begin get now. Put the head low, continue for do the work very hard, and then take the minute as you can by minute.
Yeah, so FC Yuansin also get them first victory this weekend.
Yeah, now a very good boost after the enough publicity around the Umbro deal we didn't get. You know, say small as we did, a lot of things in the way we did yarn for celebrate over. So things where some people could just take water and drink and pass over. But it's good anyway for the morale of the boys them as well. In the new colors, getting a first win after a very long time. I think that will also serve as motivation for the boys them as well. And you could put them on the driving seat for building confidence and make them give them best. But you know, again, we can talk say when you get the right equipment, then you get the right tool. It also serves as motivation. So even the dressing alone, the attire, don't begin change their mentality. So that also go force them for perform very well. Because when you get a bad result, then it tells on say, oh, with all what you get, what you make it go wrong. So it's a good result for them. I hope they keep their head low, do the right thing, not be easily carried by the wind today. Today you go win, tomorrow you might lose. So
Yeah, so Desmond coming out to the playing venues that we see teams then have returned to make use of the police field. Police field now one way don't always dey na kingdom. But what thing you think say we authorities then for do now because now they play cricket, now they play football now. Looking at the field in landscape and all, other people then on the look at them say if development for start now one field with them for look at.
Maggie, it goes back then say we talk pan the bony for talk pan the dog. Sometimes we can say government, but we for ask we institutions themselves. How realistic or how honest are they to themselves? For ask themselves, say, are we doing justice to we own institutions and what we work to? Police are one of the biggest institutions at Salone. They're not going to tell me say they will build a football field or put artificial turf on their own. Yes, they get the opportunity because then now one of the institutions and we did build human capacity na Salone. Anybody will join the force, you tendency dey for let your life change, even become a professional in any area where you talk. It's like going to the army. These people get money, then get connection within United Nations and then everything. And then they serve also as an institution for reform people there. So if they don't dey into sport, they're able to forget their own stadium, they're able to forget their own practice field. They're
Just
able
like
because
Stoke City.
yes,
Stoke
because
City.
that will serve as income generation for them. That go open more avenue with their own money where they come in. They go use them for run their capacity then instead of waiting on the government budget for police and then they begin pinch around. But you know, we not get that orientation they it say yes. There are things we can do outside government hand. Everybody is waiting for that last penny we could come out from the taxpayers then. Nobody is looking at us as an institution. Where what can we do? United Nations is supporting now. UNICEF is supporting now. Other institutions then. Can't you come up with a plan to say, look, this is not sustainable approach. Let we put a stadium here, 800 or 1,000 capacity.
Yeah.
Generate that one day. That money they alone. You know how many people you go employ? You know how many opportunities and where you go create? So we for begin think out of just waiting for government. It's the question is yes, how do we build this institution? Can we go to the private sectors? Because this is what's happening in Europe. It's all about the private sectors dealing with all these areas, invest in things and tomorrow these things they might serve as legacy where you go left. but nobody thinks about those things. Everybody thinks about, I'm here, I want for left, I don't get 10 house, I get 10 motor car. But at the end of the day, what does it show for? You die, you die, you left your motor car, they're not there in good order. You die, you not left your family in good order. But the stadium where you left, you know how many people then will benefit out of it as time goes by? So we need for begin to think better than waiting with the think now. It's not about government, it's about us. We get the capacity. How do we invest for create a better environment instead of waiting for taxpayers' money and government budget and all the rest around it?
All right, we go come back to we guest them at the studio. Stylish don't left with us, but hopefully go join me again. A quick while we take few updates about we Salone players. Them well, much not play today, maybe by tomorrow, and we will update tonight on Monday about Salone players abroad. I go start with Said Conte, where they play na Spain. Well, Said Conte play today for inside where they be get a goalless draw against CF Atletico Junens na the Spanish the Valencia side of it where then they play, and also Said now one of the players them where come through the Bellamy system, and it apply in trade na Spain now. They try for getting development and see how best it will move on from that. And they continue for monitor the boys them, and also look at how then they do every weekend inside then various matches inside they play for Odessa, and then get a goalless draw with CF Atletico the league. And so far so good. Also, Usman Kakedo returned to the QPR squad after a few weeks back where he not be they make match the squad at all, but in a be unused sub inside and 2-1 away, and then 2-1 home defeat to Cardiff City inside the Sky Bet Championship. Sule Kaikai not been there at the match the squad today for Wycombe Wanderers as they win 3-1 away to Crew Alexandra. Amadou Bakayoko was in action as he came in as a substitute in 78 minutes inside Bolton, and 3-0 away win to Gillingham. David Cisse, defender, gets 90 minutes of action inside Williston, then 4-1 defeat away to Isley na the National League. So far, so good now the result, then this is what we get for now. We will continue for monitor the the result them and see how we play that they do. Like I say, by Monday we go do the compilation as usual and show you them, because now the leagues they don't boku. Say the MLS don't start. You get the Swedish league, the Danish league, the championship, and all of that where we monitor, and also some of the players that are playing at Turkey and Greece as well. But all that will come to you by Monday. Desmond, what do you think about the performance of players then this weekend?
Well, it's great. It's good news. We see one or two don't get club, and we don't also serve as a way for we understand. See, they don't get regular playing time, and some of them very excited for their seasons, and we don't begin as well. So it's a good step in the right direction. We just hope say they continue to get playing time, because some of them they left their clubs them at the time where the club need them for come the African Cup of Nations. So when they go back as a result of that, it's been difficult for me to break into the team then like how them don't did it. So going back there and then getting the opportunity again, it means a lot for them, and it could build them confidence as well. And for we just to hope say yes, then continue for get the chance we due them for make them express themselves in the game, because that will also help us Sierra Leone as well when we make a call for them players and also. But it's a good step anyway. It's a very good step.
Yeah, a quick one before we go Desmond, because I think the internet issue dollars Stylish, but we will continue for get Stylish now the show for tell we more about the cycling tour. Hopefully Max Tribune will give coverage to that particular tour. The stadium then we don't say that they start the renovation on the 26th. They will do the official ceremony for start. But the complainer will again that they not start the work and then just pull the market woman and they. But let we look at the life of the market woman then now quickly. The one that they sell at stadium. A lot of them they get some kind, mental stress now because now they don't get as them place for the make money. Waiting you want to say about this, considering the fact that the process for the stadium not started at all.
Well, I've been saying this the last time, and our sister program we have been there as well. I said we don't get alternative way of dealing with problems around for people. We get an authoritative way. Now, one way, as I say, and so it for be. So nobody thinks about the benefit of the people they want to then make the structure they exist and then make the system to work. And also nowhere where you go say they renovate a whole stadium. We don't live very close to 50 or odd years. You think about building new ones. You don't think about renovating it because renovating it will cost you more than building new ones. Countries and we settle, we get opportunities. What they can do, structures like that, they can build and they can renovate and let it for training purpose and serve as museum. We then go make big money out of her for people the way they go, they then go able for see them and use them. You go to Spain, it's there. You go to Barcelona, there is a stadium there where they been do the Olympic 1 year. Nobody uses it. I visited it as a tourist. I pay money just to go see the stadium. Teams in that community are only training there. It's there, it's everything, the shape way they one collapse and they can't then patch them then left and idea because people generate money and people are happy to see in that form day where they make millions of euros just a day. But us in Sierra Leone, we're going to spend 40 million in renovating that stadium. And at the end of the day, we don't jeopardize people that we don't pay rent. Those women they don't keep aside. If you ask them, some of them they don't pay like a 4 to 5 or 6 year rent. And out of waiting in the cell, then they're able for maker. So whose alternative government create for them? Whose alternative the ministry create for them? There should have been an alternative, say, we close now, where we build something for una temporarily. Who's our business then would run. By the time this structure done, they usher on back in. But nothing like that has been done.
Yeah,
So
Desmond, the staff themselves when they working at the stadium, this don't be an aging issue where stadium management staff them, even with all the launching, with all the money that they make, they can always cry for salaries. And according to the information where we gather, now that we want for interview them, but people can always fear because they know I lost their job if they pay them. So the information is that they not pay them over 1 year, 6 months. Some not even get salary for 1 year, 3 months, and then just shut the stadium down without letting them know their next, action or like waiting will be the next walk in line. Because if not this stadium, me don't they work as a staff and when they shut them down now, when I need for send me other places for work, but nothing like that and just shut the stadium down like that.
Maggie, what did you talk to now? The one that we hear report to. What about the one that we know hear report? May them tell you their own story and predicament that they go through because of how they treat at that stadium there. Like I say, we don't value human beings then. We don't value human beings. And that's why even other people don't value ourselves. Because when you talk of human capacity development, now the first route that when you employ somebody for pay them, not even a single day good day where you know for pay them money. You're supposed to pay them as long as you get contract. But again, system does not work in our country. Maggie, how they employ people? As I be you, I they draw you come. Go they can't watch me. Go they can't hang around. As opportunity come, go they go clean. You don't sign a contract, no. You go let clean till the firm wait for sure you sign the system. They're not sure you sign the system. You don't do 10, 20 years, you're not in the system. Now, when they say the stadium, they can merge with another development entity, then people can say, oh, this person in the local government for payer. But where are the documents? Everybody, if you say government money in a cake, the money the government they pay, you the same taxpayer money now your money. So if you're not in the system, how do they pay you? So it's two sides of the coin. The systems are not there, the problems are there, but like I say, there has never been any alternative way for solve the problem around with National Stadium, especially around paying these people. These people, they've been on the cry for the past 10 or 15 or 20 years for their money. Take today. Some of them be just the rubber. Who say they owe you 10 months, then give you 2 months, you continue. Who say they owe you 5 months, then give you 1 month, you continue. That has
That's
always
how
been
it
the
is.
system. So it's sad really, but that's the reality of what is happening around. We don't value the people.
But
That's
Desmond,
why we get
the question where we be done they ask as journalists now the fact is who side the money they go where then they pay to the stadium management for events the way they happen. We know from January to December the stadium gets events.
Maggie, if you get a place where one person don't serve as director for 40 years or 50 years, for pull that person come out, they let the system run one thing easy.
No.
That person, even if you send and make it go sit down, he's still part of the system. He knows how everything transpired there. So he know how the money. So this is the problem we have there. And the stadium from time memorial has been a hub for people good, they made them good benefit themselves. Stadium now we host. Now they we serve in the lodge. Now they we the host with programs then. We know what thing they happen there. Sometimes we dey see the truth, but when you talk and they say, oh, they can't give you bad name, we're not go host tonight so again. But it's the truth. There are people who don't work and they're not working in the interest of government, they're working in the interest of themselves. They don't build big hosts, use the opportunities them around sports, send them picking them abroad, send their relatives them, and then they left them and they will give services to people then. They perish. So that make you see that place there. International matches, so home matches, so you not go ever host anything that you get your money, how you forget them. Because all the people that will work there, then they benefit through the system of putting people illegally into the place. Some man and host down there now. All in life now they in family and they other side just they constantly. So how can people be living this life in a country where people not even thinking that it's wrong? So there is a lot for talk about, but even the people themselves, because they don't want to talk. And the reason why some of them don't want to talk, some of them are not fully employed. And go there through somebody.
Yeah, just
They
like
go
what you
there
say,
through somebody.
somebody they kawaka te, you say, okay, when you say all boom goes prepare and that's where it becomes staff.
Yes. So even if they put a knife now, you throw it in the cut, you know go talk. Keep quiet
Yeah,
because
a
if you
lot
talk,
of, a
you
lot
not
of
get the
things
point.
they where they're not put in place before they lock the stadium. It's a good one that they want for renovator, but will be things say getting a new one for we don't find. And also sport like swimming, table tennis, and other lots of other sport there where the only venue where they get now the stadium they suffer now because they're not get side for train. There is no standard pool in the entire Sierra Leone. And swimming they prepare for the Commonwealth Games. Boxing not get any standard gym across the country except the one at stadium. Boxing they prepare for the Commonwealth Games. With all this, the Paralympics athletes then they therefore move them to Konneh now for training camp because then say they prepare for the Commonwealth Games. So a lot of things the way they happen where we think say we for them put right or the one that we concerned for them put right before they make the move. All right, Desmond, we they go now. But International Women's Day will be on Tuesday. Hopefully, we will get regards them for we can talk sport on that day. Hopefully, and see how best themselves go tell you, but then stories them, especially the likes of Rashida and all outside for message them and few other guys them, and then we go talk woman sport on Tuesday. Maybe during the day or what time we suit we all best. So that's when as we go now, I think will be your roundup message for this week.
Well, me, I'm not going to say I plead to anybody, but I want to appreciate with viewers and we always they follow we. And we also make their contributions and also yourself as well. It's tiring sometimes for you, for come on.
Yeah, we get flood in Australia. We get flooding, and since
Yeah,
them in internet they play up. So I don't know if
yeah.
you feel so they go live today.
Yeah, it's tiring, but sometimes I also understand and I appreciate what you do and keep doing it. One of the few voices then where they stand the time. So it's amazing what you do and keep doing it as well. Like I can say always ready for support and give me voice at any time the door is knocked. But also I want to admonish with people then back home. You know, one thing we make the West everybody they run for Kande and because we go to call engagement, get conversation. You know you right, you know you for speak up wetin you pay for work for you. If you no work for you, for ask a question, and you say for work with the system. So if our ministers, people in power are coming out here seeing how simple people they do things, why can't they implement it? Maggie, as we dey talk so now, you can order a field today. You can order a field today the next 5 to 10 hours, it go to Salone. And then in the morning, the next 5-6 hours, then go assemble that football pitch there for you. Everything, people will play there. Do people in Sierra Leone know about this? No. We are so limited to waiting with the sea. People are hearing about all these innovations. The innovation at Salone, how many houses you build, how many cars you get, how many people you deprive. It's sad, but that's the truth, and there's not much to say anyway. It's been a wonderful program tonight. Thank you as always, and the viewers as well. No, let we not kill ourselves, as you can always say. Salone issues then go make sometimes you don't go to
There are
bed.
plenty. Maybe next week we'll work out new one. But like I said, on Tuesday we go try our best. If we get the ladies them and then get time, because now weekday and it can difficult to get
Yes.
people, especially
See,
with
for
the
break
football.
the bias. So this is what this year. This is how we celebrate it. Let's go together, Maggie. Let's break the bias, huh? This
Yeah.
is the celebration this year for Women's Day. Good.
We get a lot for discuss because with
Yes.
women's sports it's just there. Then say they don't
Yes.
appoint person, the person just we see the person they put on Facebook page say when I expect the best female league for play, but we not see any official appointment yet from the FA saying that this person do and now just into the person they put
40
out.
million. 40 million. I never give the teams them for play 2 leg. 1 leg 20 million, the other leg 20 million. Female football. Now like we they sell Ogiri. Now so they want to take an Salone.
And we get 40 teams them across the country. So 1 million, so 500,000 each to one
Yes.
team in first leg, 500,000 the other
And
leg.
then
What is
you
share?
get 4 regions. You get 4 regions where play qualifiers. And then the capital city, now pick them. They don't play qualifiers in the history of football. Where does that happen? Where you talk and say you hate them, you need to talk the right thing about them.
It's so pathetic. We will discuss more on Tuesday, hopefully.
my dear.
Yeah. So
Thanks to everybody.
we go get on to now. Thanks for joining us, and we go get stylish again some other time. In internet they play up, and Michael also the same thing. But we will get Michael some other time as well. Until then, me and Maggie and I'll be there with Desmond. We'll join you now very shortly. Bye bye for today.